So public float, what do we call it? Dash det dir defer. I think that's my new favorite variable name. Equals, it'll be something slight. It'll be like half a second for starters, somewhere in that range. And I can tune that if that's too high or too low. All right, so now there's no disadvantage really to using dash. It's like basically all upside, which the powers are supposed to feel powerful, so I like that. All right. Oh yeah. Well, we're not done with the list. In fact, we've only done relatively few things on this list. Actually, I'm gonna run the game and use dash just to make sure that I haven't accidentally ruined everything. So let's get those mods cranking out. I scaled it way down so that they'll spawn super fast. All right. So we have pow dash. There we go. Alright, so far so good. It didn't crash immediately. Alright, let's change the recharge on dash so that it's much less. Not mobs, pow speed. Alright, it'll only take 1 second to recharge. Alright, so that one flashed once, so it will be affected. So let's make sure that thing still explodes per normal. And it seems to be going fine. Look, it's increasing, and it's, yeah, alright, there we go. And I think it actually took slightly longer for that one to detonate than it did for the other one. Like, I think the one that had been within range when we dashed, like, I think it actually took slightly longer than the other one that actually, although getting introduced later, was not affected by the boost from dash. So, alright, I like that. Man, POW 3... I guess it's the power. Like, when I was working on this game for a while, it took me a long time to come up with, like, the third of the 3 powers. Like, bombs and dash were easy and obvious, and then it took me so long to come up with power 3. And, like, I guess what we ended up with is basically what happens when that happens, is that you end up, I don't know, it's just, it shows up really late in the game, so you don't have to worry about it too much, I guess, is how I'm thinking about it. Because, like, I don't know, it just doesn't have the same character, I think, as the other two, but whatevs. I don't know, maybe now that I have it, and I can think about it, maybe now I'll actually, like, I don't know, because the other powers I've had more time to, like, to kind of, like, gel in my mind, so I've had more time to, like, kind of, like, mentally iterate on, like, what they could be. Like what we just did to dash, for example, but POW 3 has not had any of that. No, it has not. Alright, so explosions spawn too slowly in the mid-game. So, yeah, how do explosions spawn currently? I remember setting that up, because they used to just spawn randomly, and that was no good. Although I guess I actually could kind of just go back to them spawning randomly, because that kind of accomplishes the thing that I was trying to describe. Except no, it'd just be like a really clumsy version of what I'm trying to accomplish. Alright, so give cookie. Yeah, rad clear. No, wait. Oh, yeah, that's for, okay, so here we go. So if explosive count is less than max explosives and explosive spawn stock is, right, okay, so, wait. Oh, explosive spawn stock, that was what we have to regulate. So, alright, let's find all the references. So, right, that's what we were just looking at. Explosive spawn stock. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, let's actually go to the place where we increment it. And so, alright, so explosive spawn time is less than, alright, so yeah, it's this explosive spawn time business. explosive spawn. We do have a minimum explosive spawn period, which makes sense because we did reach a point in the late game. Oh no, yeah, no, it got really sharp in the late game. So actually, if it gets too bad in the late game, I guess we could just increase this minimum, maybe. I don't know. Actually, no, we probably didn't even approach the minimum. It was probably just getting too sharp even without that. So all right, so explosive spawn time, explosive spawn period. All right, so yeah, let's mess with the explosive spawn period scale, I guess. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, so that's a pretty easy fix. So explosive spawn period scale. Oh, it's 0.99, right? Is this the value that we? It's kind of hard to see because it's like, no, don't. No, stop both of those things. I'm trying to see if this is the value I want to edit. Explosive spawn period. It probably is. Whatever. Alright, yeah, it's taking a while for that to change. Oh yeah, no, I remember this. Yeah, I had this. This is the same with something that I had in an earlier game, and it's because the spawn period changes relative to how frequently they spawn, so it kind of like snowballs. So yeah, let's just change that. So so this will be fun. So let's say if explosive spawn period is greater than the minimum, and if explosive spawn period scale period or scale time is less than time.fixed time. Yeah. So we haven't set this up yet, but we'll set this up in a second. And I was laughing because of how ridiculous this name is. Explosive spawn period scale time. So we'll scale the spawn period like we do, and we'll also say explosive spawn period scale time equal or plus equals time.fixed, or no, plus equals what? Plus equals yeah, no, here's where it gets especially ridiculous. Scale period. Explosive spawn period scale period. So the rate. Hey, Microawesome, how's it going? Welcome back. We are balancing the game. We basically have I've said this a couple times and then I keep adding things, so it's probably not 100% true, but we have virtually everything we need in the game right now, and so then so the game feels all clunky because because while I was putting in new features, I would keep the game balanced enough to feel reminiscent of a game, but I never kept it really tight. I never kept the curves, the pacing of the game, and I never really bothered to get all of that, all of these multifarious systems all working together in a balanced way. So yeah, the name of the broadcast today I said as everything is overpowered, because basically everything is overpowered. I'm not gonna nerf everything, but basically everything is the wrong power level. Uh, huh. So that guy's getting a short timeout. Um, okay. Sorry, I just got distracted by chat for a second. Um, uh, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so right, we're balancing. So yeah, so everything like works independently, like mostly how it's supposed to work. But like they're like all the power levels are like just ridiculous, or like I mean I don't know. They're like reminiscent of like realistic power levels, but sorry, I was just marveling at the fact that that guy's name is Troll Kong. Um, anyways, uh, sorry. Uh, yeah, no, I guess I should give a quick explanation. Troll Kong, I didn't find that to be very conducive to discussion, so I put you on a brief timeout. But when if you have something a little more like relevant to the topic of the stream, feel free to contribute once your timeout is up. Yeah. Okay. So right. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm new to this whole moderation thing, so I apologize if I'm a little rough around the edges, but right. So yeah. Let's keep the game feeling better. Right. So we've been playing through the game a few times, and we've just been keeping notes on like how it felt to play through it, like what stood out, like at any given time, like you know, if I'm not just completely enwrapped in the game, like what is going through my head, and like and then so then yeah, after each playthrough, we come back and we change those things, and then we play again to see if it's what feels better, what feels worse, and what else we can improve. So, all right, so yeah, we just okay. Cool. Awesome is cool. All right, uh, so yeah, right, okay. We did. We're in the middle of this one. Actually, yeah, we're doing basically the whole thing because we're making it so that it will spawn faster in the mid game, but it won't go insane in the late game. So yeah, we basically set up the logic now. We just need to declare these variables. So these are the two variables that we need to declare. So let's go up top where where these other variables live. And so all right, so now we need to add in these two also. They're both going to be public float. Oh no, this one doesn't have to be public. This is just float. And then this is public float. And like this, let's say the scale period is like every like 10 seconds or so. Yeah, previously the rate of explosive spawns would occur faster each time an explosive spawned. Which meant that the faster they were spawning, the faster and faster they were spawning. But now we have a separate frequency for that to occur at, and so it's going to be much less common, but especially in the late game. So we can actually scale it by a greater percent. We can scale it by a significantly greater percent, and that way, hopefully, that'll address what we saw the first time through. I think if I get a decent playthrough, I'm probably going to put a build online because like this is the point at which actually maybe I'll do that now-ish. Maybe. What's today? Tuesday? That's not strictly relevant, but okay, hold on. All right, so yeah, save this. I think that should all work now. Am I forgetting anything? No, it'll scale the first time an explosive spawns, but that's probably fine. I can work with that. All right, cool. So Actually, I'm gonna move this just to be here. Yeah. Just that they're all next to each other in an order that I like. Alright, so now we have, yeah, alright, so it used to be like 0.99. Actually, let's change it to like every 20 seconds. And let's put it down to like 0.9 maybe. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so yeah. Let's see how this plays. Let's make sure. Well, actually, what else? What other notes did I have? Points on explosion. Oh yeah, I wanted to check into that to make sure that I am doing it correctly. Oh, dash grab min radius. Yeah, actually, let's do that real quick because that's just a value. Oh, and and those were the only. Oh no, scale down explosion spawn rate with mobs lost. Yeah, I should do that. All right. So, all right. Let's just quickly then dash grab min radius 0.5. Ugh. I don't know. I could just set this to 0. I really. Zero's fine, I guess. Yeah, because like the minimum rate, yeah, whatever. It'll just be 0. Hopefully that'll fix things. And if that doesn't fix things, then I'll have to. Then actually there might be something else weird going on. All right, so hopefully that'll fix things then. So. What was it? What was the other thing? There's one other thing. Oh yeah, scale down explosion rate with mobs lost. So. Oh, how do I do that? Oh, I guess I can. Yeah. If wait, how to do that? Huh. Let's go to declaration. No, not declaration. Final references. So yeah, what do we do here to make that the case? Explosion spawn time plus equals spawn period times mobs lost. Wait. No, times so wait, so as mobs lost. Oh yeah, so 1 minus, or so times 1 minus oops, I did 1 parentheses. 1 minus mobs lost divided by max mobs. Not max mobs. Max expected mob count. Wait. Expect. No, not explosion count. Expect mob count. So. Yeah, mobs lost decreases the number of mobs in the simulation at any given time. So basically, like, sorry, I'm gonna look at chat in just a second. I just didn't want to lose this train of thought. Yeah. So this will start out as 0. So mobs lost. It'll basically be 1 minus 0. So it'll be normal. But if mobs lost is like, if you've lost half of the mobs of the expected count, then wait. So wait, no. If you've lost half the mobs, then this will be 0.5. So we don't want to multiply it by 0.5. We want to divide it by 0.5. So yeah, because dividing by 0.5 is the same as yeah? Wait. Wait a second. Yeah, I guess that's fine. That's probably fine. This is probably fine. This is probably correct now. Yeah, okay, because if you lost half the mobs, then you want it to take twice as long. So that's probably fine. Ship it. Probably. I don't know. Hopefully that works. We'll find out. And that's all of that, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, cool. Points on explosion. Oh yeah, I was gonna look into that, but I can look into that later. Nah, let's look into it now. Oops, I don't have to go to that. I'll just... Well, I won't delete it yet. Sorry. I'm like all over the place, because it just occurred to me, like, it's right around 4 o'clock, so... It's right around 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. That means nothing to anyone except me, so... sorry. Neutralize. Go to that. What? You weirdo. I said go to neutralize. There we go. Oh, right, it's over here. Ha, cool. Alright, so no, this isn't actually what I meant. Yeah, find references to neutralize. Alright, yeah. I'm actually not giving any points for neutralizing an explosive device, but I want to. So let's do so. Points or score plus equals I'll say 5, I guess. Yeah, or plus equals 5. So what else? Score plus equals 5. Score text dot GUI text dot text equals score dot to string. Alright, save that, and then run the simulation. So yeah, I want to make sure some explosions go off to make sure that that the thing about the math, I don't think, I can't get a div 0 error. Not the way I set it up. I was going to set it up a different way, and then it occurred to me, wait, no. I can't divide by mobs lost, because mobs lost is 0 a lot of the time. But I think this should be good. That sounds like a funny idea for a game. Or, it sounds like a fun idea for a game. And actually, I, just reading over, what you wrote, Micro Awesome, it seemed like the first thing that stood in my mind is, like, if you played up on, like, the, it seems like you could really play up on, like, humor value for a game like that. And so, that could be a really funny game, too. Yeah, I'd play that. On the topic of, I talked about this at length earlier, so I'll only mention it again briefly. But at some point in the future, I want to do like I want to do a game jam in this, like on Twitch. I want like not like part of like another greater game jam, but basically like I want to make a game just based entirely on like what people say in chat, just like entirely driven by like basically I would just sit here and not make any decisions. I would just like sit and let chat make decisions and then implement accordingly. Although I mean I say that, but I'd probably also be really opinionated about the game, and I'd probably exert my own influence on it as well. I would try not to. I would try and make it about what everyone else agrees, but I know myself. So, all right, this could be good. The game's not like exploding or anything. The number of explosive devices seems reasonable. All right, so yeah, that was just to make sure that the mobs lost thing didn't introduce crazy math. Uh, so let's I guess the way we set that up, it only takes the way we set it up. If you've lost like virtually your entire population, the explosives only spawn like they only take twice as long to spawn. So we might want to ramp that up actually. How do we do that? We'd make it so no, it's not this one, it's the other one that we just did. Uh, uh, Yeah, no, this should be simple enough. So, what was it? It was just for expect mob count, find all references. So this was where? This was, yeah, here. So, divide by... So... That sounds interesting. My airplanes would probably just be cylinders, because that's how I do art. um, yeah, definitely. Mint Arcade, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd hope that like a lot of the ideas for like the project could just come, naturally out of discussion. But of course, inevitably, some people will disagree, and so yeah, we can use tools like that to try and figure out which way to go. Like get like try and get a consensus type vote, or like the popular vote. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to doing that, but I'm hoping to do it pretty soon. I have a lot of projects stacked up right now. I still haven't even started on the October challenge for Ludum Dare. I know what I'm gonna do though, so that there's that. But I'm probably not gonna get to it. I'm probably not actually gonna start it until next week. And like next week is gonna be kind of a mess because on the 18th and the 19th, I think I mentioned this already. Or I did mention this. I don't know if you guys are here yet, but on the 18th, the weekend of the 18th and 19th, I'm participating in another game jam, which is going to take place just over the course of the weekend. And I got permission from the organizers to stream it, so I might do like a marathon stream. I might do like a crazy like 36-hour stream that weekend. It might be more reasonable. I might get some sleep that weekend, and it might just be like 2 separate stream sessions. But I'm gonna do it on location, and like. If I'm working with a team, hopefully I can get my teammates to buy in on the whole streaming thing. I might have to. I don't know. I've never been to this jam before, so I don't know what to expect from it exactly. I'm just gonna go there and maybe do my own thing. Hopefully find some cool collaborators, and but definitely like stream the whole thing. So yeah. So my brain is not providing me just a simple way to amp this up. What am I trying to do? I guess I'm trying to... So I want it to be that, like, so I want it to be that, so like when this gets down to... Oh, no. No, never mind. I was a crazy person. If this gets... Yeah, if the population gets down to half, it'll take twice as long to spawn. But if this gets down to like... Oh. Right. No, that's where the div0 error could come in. If, because if we've lost literally our entire population... Yeah, that could happen. Alright. Well, alright, so I don't actually have to change anything, but I do have to... I mean, I don't have to change the math except to clean up my potential div 0 error. So, all right, so int uh, int oh yeah, that's the other thing actually. I completely forgot. Yeah, so the when I do the game jam thing live on the stream, it wouldn't actually just be me working on stuff. I would be there. It would of course be like it would be like open to collaboration. Like some people, if some people only wanted to participate in chat, like they would only have to do that. I mean, they could just participate entirely in chat and just like influence the project that way. But yeah, of course, like derp. What am I thinking? Yeah, of course, like if people wanted to produce their own assets, they could produce those and send them in. If people wanted to like I a lot of people have like qualms about like how I program because like I program just to get my brain ideas onto digital canvas. Um, but like there are much better engineers out there. They're like most engineers are much better engineers than I am. I don't consider myself an engineer. So yeah, like if people want to like contribute code and like just implement entire systems and then they could like send it over and I could integrate it and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, that so we could definitely do the airplanes idea if I had someone else modeling for me or modeling for the project. Yeah, that'd be great. So int what I guess like pop uh, pop yeah, just pop equals this term uh, yeah. So then actually no, I could just go with this term. So then we can say explosive spawn time. We can use a conditional statement here, I assume, right? We can just say pop greater than or pop less than 1. I guess I should call this like pop underscore L or something because it's actually population lost. So if pop L is less than 1, question mark. And if so, then we do that. Otherwise we don't have to do anything because the game's over. Wait, do I actually handle that case? The game might just like hang basically if you lost literally the entire population. Oh no, it'd be a temporary thing. You can lose literally the entire population. Oh, so, yeah. Huh. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, no, I have to do more to touch this up. Because we actually don't want it to be explosive spawn period. But we don't want it to be like infinitely large either. Alright. Well, I'll just leave it as that for now. Because the other thing I'll do is mobs lost. Let's go to where mob population regenerates. Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So if mobs lost is greater than 0 and mob return time is less than time dot fixed time. All right. So the first thing we'll check is if mobs lost. Oh man. Oh, this is awkward. So maybe I should probably in that other place I should probably put in a arbitrarily large number and then what? And then Oh yeah, so I want to make it so that if there is literally zero population, like if an explosive device detonates and like it's an unlikely scenario, but like hypothetically you can lose literally your entire population. And if that happens, I just want to make sure that like that the rate of explosive devices spawning after that point doesn't get ludicrous. So yeah, no, I know what to do. I know a much simpler implementation. Right, so wait, actually, I'll just undo. Oh, it's right here. It's right next to each other. All right, yeah. So wait, yeah, we can redo that. We're just not going to say plus equals. We're going to say equals time dot time plus or time dot fixed time. It's technically a little wonkier this way. Whoops. Oops. Oh yeah. All right. So what am I trying to say here? I'll say time dot fixed time. Yeah, plus, and then I mean, in this case, I kind of want it to be like an arbitrarily. No, in this other case, I can just say time dot fixed time. Although no, that'll. Wait, this is. No, right, okay. Yeah, explosive spawn stock. Uh, yeah, no, wait, no, I know what to do. We don't have to change that. We can leave that as it was. I'm spending so much time on this, and this case will virtually never occur in the course of the game. But I don't know. I don't like division by zero errors. Division by zero errors creep me out. All right, I won't do anything interesting while you're gone, Mike Rawson. I'm just kidding. I'll still be interesting while he's gone. Sorry. All right. So right. Okay. So mob. So give cookie. Give cookie. Yeah. We don't actually have to worry about it here. It's the other cases of give cookie. It's the one when we spawn a mob. Because we're spawning a mob. So now we know that the population is non-zero. However, hey, Epicer! How's it going? Yeah, we were just talking about, maybe you know him. I don't know if he's epic, but division by zero error, he's a pretty big deal, so maybe I don't know, maybe you've met him before. He's serious business. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm just making sure we don't hit that one in particular, because I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in hitting. So, so right. So there's the case where we're spawning a new mob. So in this case, we know the population count must be restored because mobs lost has to be less than the expected amount in order for this even to occur. I think that's part of it. Yeah, mobs lost. Oh no. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, mobs count plus mobs lost less than expected mob count. So if mobs lost equals expected mob count, we wouldn't even be here. So I think this is the first place that it's pertinent to say, if this is such a rare case, but whatever. If mobs, wait, oh no, I guess we have to do it in the. I guess we have to. We have to do it in the case of mob expected count or mobs lost changing, I think. Alright, let's just do it there. Fine. Alright, so if mobs lost is decreasing, or if expected mob count is increasing, we have to check this. So, if mobs lost, minus, actually, okay, so before we do that, if mobs lost equals expected mob count, expect mob count, so such a rare case, but whatever, so rare. Then backstock or stock explosive spawn stock equals 0. So because while there's no population, we might have accidentally racked up a high explosive spawn count, but we don't want that to be the case. So here we'll check and make sure that gets reset appropriately. And then what was the other one? Yeah, expected mob count. If this when expected mob count increases, we'll do the same check, just so that way in either of those cases, or like if we get into the really weird scenario where like literally the entire population has been lost, regardless of how we get out of that scenario, we'll hopefully close the loop. There we go. On error zoom next. Hey, how's it going? Are you two friends? You and Epic Error? On error zoom next, Epic Error. On Epic Error, what are you doing? Alright, anyways. Yeah, so we're balancing the game today. At the start of the day, this banner was correct. Everything was overpowered, but now we're getting a slight wrangle on things. Now I'd say like 70% of things are overpowered. So yeah, things are going pretty well. Actually, you know what I was just about to do was well, let's run the title to make sure that's not horribly ruined. But yeah, I was actually just about to put a build online, so so people can see exactly how overpowered everything is at current. Oh, do I have any weird values, or is this actually? Yeah, this might be okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're just right. So the agenda for today has been basically like touch up a bunch of stuff, make sure stuff. So we've been running the game, like playing through, seeing how it feels, seeing what stands out. Did I fix that? I think I fixed that. Yeah. Playing the game, seeing what stands out, and then going through and fixing what. I'm just gonna take my earbuds out. And then like yeah, so basically like based on however we feel, based on playing through the game, those are the changes that we make. So we're pretty much just responding entirely to like how the game feels and like what's taking too long, what's not taking long enough, what we're checking to make sure or to see if like if the difficulty of the game curve is if it matches the power curve of the player character. So hold on, let's actually like pay attention to these things. I guess right now I'm not super worried about the balance right now, because actually what I'm doing primarily is I'm just checking to make sure to see if I didn't introduce new errors that would prevent me from putting a build online, because I just want to put a build up, that way you guys can try it, and also I want to get some feedback from my friends to see what they think of it as well. So yeah, let's see. This seems to be working out okay. I mean, I guess I could just put it up, and then if it ruins everything, then I could just take it back down again. Worst case scenario. Um, so yeah, this seems pretty good enough for now. Things like standing out in my mind is like egregious. On to phase 2. Um, yeah, I mean the curve of the game is gonna, it's gonna take a little while. Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I every now and again I will explain how the game works, but I keep forgetting that like not everyone's been here before. All right, so yeah, all right, so maybe as the game's been running, you probably noticed that this yellow dude in the middle just kind of like he stays center cam. That's I've been tentatively like the working title for this project. I just call it Hero, and it's basically so like I guess that the yellow character in the center is the hero character. That's ostensibly like you. I've used the word ostensibly way too much this stream. I apologize. Uh, I just really like it. But okay, so the hero character is basically you, and I guess like the point of the game is basically to like uh, clear out like this field of mobs that are like swarming around you. The Most of the mobs come carrying like these little coins that you can collect. However, some of them, the whole thing I was talking about with explosive devices for like the past like half hour, those are the little flashing things. You kind of don't want the explosive devices to go off because it wipes out like a giant area on the map of like the mobs, and it used to be that if too many of the explosive devices went off, you would lose the game, but there's actually not a way to lose the game. It just right now it actually just slows down the pace of the game, and the game is going to be like the truest of the win conditions. Like the winningest player will be the one who can clear the field fastest, essentially. And so because the explosive devices slow down that, you can't let too many of them go off if you're really like reaching for a higher score. It's probably not. That might not be the case yet. In order to get that to be true, I need to balance the game, and specifically, I know I need a lot more sophisticated math about how the time bonus is calculated at the end. And I might even just need a more complicated scoring system. Like I might just need to add some extra layers to the scoring system to get it to where I want. So in the corner of the screen, you'll notice that there's like the Roman numeral 3. That's like an indicator of how we're progressing like towards our goals. And as it is, yeah, so it means we've cleared out a good number of mobs, and we're actually like we're at a pretty high power level now. So the rate at which we're clearing out mobs is faster. So we're probably not too far off from the end goal. As far as I let explosive devices go off. I wasn't paying complete attention. I'm a failure. But the yeah, oh yeah, so you may have noticed that the way that I am clearing mobs from the field is the use of these icons on the lower bar, which you might have noticed I got from the upper bar. So yeah, each of these icons that appear on the top bar, they either represent a power or a modifier, so these two on the bottom bar are the powers that I've got. One of them, I call it bomb, is like this. It causes like this explosion on the field and like sends mobs flying into the air. The other one I call dash. The hero like traverses a bit, and then he kind of like collects mobs along the way. And then at the end, there's like another. I just like throwing mobs into the air. I think is like the deal with that. So yeah, those are the powers that you get. The other things that you get are modifiers. So like this modifier that I haven't used yet is on the top bar here is that one is a multiplier, or it's like, I know it's the addition symbol, but it represents multiplicity. as an example of multiplicity, the dash, I used one multiplicity modifier on dash already, and so now when I use dash, you'll notice that the hero dashes twice. Well, he dashed twice in a straight line, so it wasn't especially obvious. So like, oh, this other little yellow helper dude that's hanging out with me, like the other like kind of boxy looking dude on the field. I got him. Oh, we're in phase 4. I got him by putting a multiplier modifier on my hero. So now I have 2 of those little allies things. So yeah, the modifiers aren't actually spawning fast enough. I think I did something to improve that, but apparently I did not do enough because it's still taking its sweet time. It's probably not as bad as it was before, but I still want it to be significantly more than it is now. Because now it's really dragging. We haven't even gotten to the 3rd power, and the game's probably going to end before we get to the 3rd power. So yeah, I should dial that back down. But yeah, so the powers that you get, there's bombs, there's dash, and there's power 3, which I'll probably keep calling power 3, and that's because it took me a long while to think of it. So I've gotten in the habit of calling it power 3. I also call it super. It's like a temporary like boost to all of your attributes and all the attributes of your of all of your other abilities as well. It's like oh, we're really close to the end of the game. The population's dwindling because this is like literally the only population that we have left to save. Sorry, I just get excited about that. So where was I going with that? Yeah, right. So yeah, and so then so those are the 3 powers: bombs, dash, and super. And then the modifiers are strength, range, speed, and multiplicity. So I guess like I should probably stop explaining it like that because they're all represented by icons now. But like basically what the modifiers can do is they can make your abilities stronger. They can make it so that you can use your abilities more. They can make it so that you can they can make it so that your abilities like reach further, or they can make it so that whenever you activate your ability, you get a greater effect from it, like with multiplicity. And like all those you can stack on your hero as well, because your hero has like a base like auto attack sort of thing. Yeah, so that is what that is about. So I just want to get to the end of the game because I changed some stuff about the way the score bonus. Oh, maybe I thought the population had decreased because I was close to the end, but maybe I actually just let enough detonations explode that the population actually got that low. Multiplicity on bombs, sure, why not? So I multiplied bombs, so now whenever I click the bomb button, multiple explosions occur, like in rapid sequence. You can kind of tell where the explosions occur in part because like dudes get thrown into the air, but sometimes when it's less noticeable, they're like little cloud poofs that are left in the dust. Because sometimes it's not obvious what's happening when there are tons of dudes on screen. Yeah, I'm gonna dramatically drop down the scale on how modifiers spawn. I think I'm also gonna increase the initial value though, so that way, because I don't want like the first like 5 coins you collect all to give you modifiers or power-ups of some sort. I think I want it to be a little more sparing than that. Also, I clearly have to change something. Well, no, I have to change oh man, is that train of thought just gone completely? I have to change I have to change a lot of things, so I could have meant basically anything with that. I just got distracted because, I don't know, the mobs seem to be spawning in like a slightly erratic manner, so I wasn't sure what that was about. I hope... huh. Oh, I was probably going to say time bonus or something. I don't remember. Anyways. Actually, no, that was pretty good timing. I basically just recapped like literally the entire project. I'll do something slightly interesting now. I think I'm going to put a build online. Well, it's taking forever for this game to end, which I guess is fine. I probably just have to like crank down the mobs to win, or crank up the power levels. Yeah, I'll just crank up. I'll just make it so that modifiers spawn a lot faster. All right, so yeah, let's do that. So the initial will be 2, and then the scale will be like 1.5 or something. That should be a lot more. Because that game was really dragging. So, actually, maybe it'll start at like 3 even. So, initial 3, and then, alright, so I don't get it from the first one. I don't get it from the second one. I get it from the third one. Yeah, alright, so then the next one I should get from like the 4th or 3rd again? Why 3rd again? Oh, because I probably said it before I increase it. Maybe? No? What the heck? Oh, wait, no, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Shoot. No, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, no, I totally know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, guys. But no, I know why what I'm doing is weird. All right, hold on, wait. I have to change something. What do I change? It's yes. So it's about like spawn time, not explosions. Not that either. What? Oh, I don't call it spawn time. Wait, no. What is it? Oh yeah, no. It's not based on time anymore. It's So okay, so like wait, next yeah, next button. Go to find all references. Right. So I'm saying plus equals. Oh no, I'm saying plus equals. Huh. So I actually don't have an explanation for that. Oh wait. No, okay, wait, no. So the what I was seeing just there probably had to do with the fact that I added in score for the explosive devices. So actually, maybe this is correct. Maybe I just have to change the score for the explosive devices to be a little bit better. Or I could even start it higher. I could even start it like wait. So okay, next button plus is less than or equal to score. Spawn a button, and then say next button plus equals int next button period. Next button period times equals next button scale. I guess I could do this first. Yeah. Yeah, I think okay, yeah. I thought things were weirder than they were, but then I forgot that you get a lot of points for destroying an explosive device. So alright. Anyways, save this. So maybe that was fine. Maybe what we were seeing just then was A-okay. But yeah, I should get this build online. Alright, so it'll take a little while to get it just based on coins, but if we hit an explosive device, we would have gotten another one by now. Like, that'll probably get us one. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, yeah, that's what that was about. Oh, yeah, sure. So, because the power-ups are all based on score, so tweaking the score will in effect have, oh, yeah. I'll have to watch out for that. Because as I tune the rate at which anything pertains to scoring occurs, you as a result, the modifier count will get higher and higher. But so far, the problem has only been that we don't get enough modifiers. So once the problem becomes that we get too many modifiers, we can just start dialing these numbers back in the other direction. All right. So yeah, let's at least make sure that this is vaguely reasonable. So let's start using them, I guess. So right. So we have dash. Dash is good. We have range on auto attack. that works well there. I'll put one range on. No, I'll put 2 range on auto attack. I haven't done that in a while. And I'll do multiplicity on the hero too. Speed. Speed I'll put on. Let's stack it on the hero for a little while, just because that's fun sometimes. I haven't done that in a while. Just go for like the all hero strategy and just snipe the other explosives. The all hero strategy is one that will take a while to get working quite right too, because it's one of the most trivializing strategies. Like, it's so easy to break the game. Just go like completely overboard. So I'm building my games to be mobile compatible. Like, everything part of the reason the art is so simple on this particular game is that I've limited it to what will run, like what this simulation can run on mobile. So I mean, at some point I'm thinking I'll like for the final release, I'll start looking to a lot of platforms, and then for the temporary release, or like for the thing that I'm talking about that I keep saying that I want to do like in the next however many minutes, that one I'll just do on my personal website. But yeah, you were probably talking about like for the final release. The great thing about a lot of digital platforms now is that a lot of them make it like really easy to like get your projects hosted. So you're on to phase 2. So yeah, once you have a finished product, like just it's not easy or automatic to get it to get a product on a specific platform, but it's it's a lot less work to get a game on a new platform than it is to make the game in the first place. So Steam I would definitely look to, and then like the mobile platforms, and then I mean, it runs on web too, which is cool. That was actually part of. I don't know. I just really like things that run on web. Like I think like the internet was like just really blooming right when I was like right around the same age that I was like independently like exploring like games and like what the internet had to offer. Like, I was like a teenager in the '90s, so I just have a fondness for web-based stuff like that. I don't know. To me, it's still just really cool that you can just like play games right in your browser. So, all right, this is probably fine. I like enough about what I'm seeing to put a build up. So I am going to do that. I'm going to switch over to Facecam temporarily, just because I don't know. I don't like working on my website on stream for whatever reason. I don't know. I just like I don't have a lot of experience setting up websites, so I'm just like I'm certain like I'm gonna accidentally like do the wrong thing or something, and like it's all gonna go to heck or whatever. But so all right, sorry. Just for now, I'm just gonna put it onto Facecam temporarily. So so much face. I'm sorry. Hold on. This shouldn't take more than a moment or two. So hopefully we can get this up, and then we can put it. And then I'll put once I put it online, I'll put the link in chat so you guys can try out the project if you want. So that seems fine so far. Yeah, the dest marker. Sorry, the little marker that you can use to target your abilities. Like, it used to be used primarily for movement, and it's so funny to think of how it means almost nothing for movement anymore. Like, you can technically use it for movement, but movement is just like so not super meaningful. Alright, so yeah, that I was just checking out that the build looks okay, and it does look okay. So now I will put it on the internet. Oops, sorry. I forgot that you can when I'm on Facecam, it's just I don't know. Sorry. Anyways, so let's see. Let's borrow this. What are you doing? Oh, you're just telling me updates are available. Borrow this, put this here, put this. Oh, I can't do that. Alright, fine. We'll fine then. Anyways, let's quick connect. Etc. So yeah, all I'm doing right now is literally just uh, putting the build on the website. So you're not missing out on super much. I'll catch up with chat in just a second. I just want to do this as quickly as possible because I know that I'm sure it's like thoroughly boring to just be looking at my face right now. I get bored, but sometimes I have to look in a mirror, like to brush my teeth or whatever, and I get so bored looking at my face. My face is it's. I'm sorry, you guys. I know it's just really dreadfully awful, but it'll be over really soon, I swear, and then we can all get back to much more interesting things. So we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. Why is this not working? I mean, most things are working, but like just this one thing is being obnoxious right now, and I wish it wouldn't. Alright, yeah, no, this won't take much longer at all, I swear. I swear to you, we're almost there. Oh, yeah, the text should change, because click and drag to move is not an important thing to say anymore. Hold on, I'm just going to change this real quick. So, open with Notepad, what is it? Click, no, click and drag to move. What's important text? I guess important text would be, click on the fields to target abilities. No, maybe I'll just get rid. Maybe I just won't have any explanatory text. Drag powers to the bottom of our. And maybe I'll just hope people figure it out. Or click on the field to target, I guess. Yeah, that makes enough sense. Click on the field to target. Alright, save that. Sorry. Minor things. Click on the field to target. Okay. So yeah, now we upload this. Where do we upload it? We upload it to here. Let's get rid of these. Yes. Put these here. Alright, almost done. We're so close. We're so close, I swear. I swear to you. In fact, it's actually online, if you know where to look. I'll put the link there in chat in just a moment. Alright, so okay, now that we're done with that, I'll close that out, and now I can switch back from Facecam. Alright, I'm sorry. That was way too much FaceTime. I apologize. Oh yeah, so with Steam, I guess there is a little more to do than just like the usual stuff. Because to get a game on Steam, I think you either have to get Steam's like forward approval, which I think they usually only interface with like publishers. So like you kind of need like a publishing arrangement in order to get on Steam the proper way. And then there's Steam Greenlight, which wait, hold on, I got distracted, but I was supposed to be providing the link. Okay, so srsly.bz/hero I think now has the current build online. Mine might load the old build because it might have been cached in my browser. I think it does that sometimes, but no, actually this looks like the current build. Alright, cool. So yeah, so if you go here, you can totally check out the build. It's exactly what I'm running in Unity because it's exactly what I just uploaded based on what we've been doing today. I mean, it's gonna start changing when I start changing more stuff, and so the builds will slowly diverge from that. But yeah, as of right now, that is the current. I guess we could call this an alpha build, maybe. I'm still probably going to call it pre-alpha, but because because there's a lot that still is not smoothed out. But yeah, I'm just gonna post about this real quick. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna get boring again for just a moment. But what am I gonna say? Like a current pre-alpha build of my latest project. current pre-alpha build of my latest project is online now. Current pre-alpha build of my latest project is online now, and then I'll just put the URL. What? No. What did you just do? I don't know what you did. Sorry. Just 1 second. I'm controlling my other computer from this computer, and sometimes it does funny things. Sometimes it doesn't operate how I expect it to. Current pre-alpha build of my latest project is online. Is on my website. Is now on my website. Is hidden on my website. Current pre-alpha build of my latest project is on my website at the secret URL. Sorry, this is probably the least interesting thing I've ever done on stream. Except sometimes I'll go refill my water bottle. That's the least interesting thing. Actually, no, refilling a water bottle isn't even as boring as what I'm doing now. That's what I was doing a second ago. It was loading this window under the other window. Why on earth would you think to do that? I clicked on this. I clearly want to see this right now. Yeah. Filling up a water bottle isn't even as boring as this, because when I fill up a water bottle, at least I've put this on screen. So, a current alpha build. I'll say no. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is what life is like for me, though. This is an accurate representation of my life. Current pre-alpha build of my latest project is on please please pardon the complete lack of balance. No, whatever. It's a pre-alpha build. Hopefully people will know what that means. Alright, sorry, that took way too long. And I didn't even refill my water bottle. Don't worry, I'm not going to. Alright, sorry. I was half expecting to come back and see that literally everyone had left. I would not have been terribly surprised if no one stuck through that that brief interlude. But hey, maybe none of you are watching the stream anyways, because maybe you're all maybe everyone was checking out the the build. Maybe you didn't even realize what was going on screen that whole time, because you were in another browser window, just hearing me babble about whatever. Anyways, either way, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh yeah, just to mention, the time is now, where I am, the time is like, it's almost 5 o'clock. So I'll probably continue this for another hour and a half, because I'm going somewhere I have like a place to be at, and I'll catch up in chat in just a sec. I have a place to be at 7, so I probably have to I mean, I should stop. I should stop like a little after 6, but I got started late, so I might try and push it. uh, so yeah, I'll probably do this for like another hour and a half. Just a heads up. Uh, and then actually, my lately I've instead of just like calling it at the end of the evening, I've been trying to find find someone else to kick it to. And actually, it looks like there are a ton of other people online right now. So cool. So I might have to leave you in about an hour and a half, but hopefully I will not leave you in a lurch. There should be some other delightful entertainment for you to partake at that time. All right. So what were we doing? Yeah, I guess we just did another round of like making things how we want it. So now that we've done that, we can go back and see if it's actually as how we want it as advertised. So yeah, wait. Today's Tuesday. Huh. Sorry, I'll stop saying that. Apparently Tuesday means a lot of things to me. Surprisingly many things to me. So, it's my friend's birthday, which is what I'm going to later this evening. But that's not even either of the previous revelatory Tuesdays that I had before. Okay, sorry. Alright, so hopefully you guys... oh, wait, I'll also put up text as a reminder, because some people, if they tune in pre-alpha, or not current, but recent pre-alpha build http:// srsly.bz/hero. Just yeah, I'm just gonna put that up so that when people tune in. That is a good question. The scoring system is not complete. It's not even like there are some serious problems with the score, so big numbers are better, I guess. I wish I could tell you like what is even a good score, but I think there are a lot of exploits right now. So I could probably like estimate like what would be a good score, but like in order to beat that score, you wouldn't necessarily be doing the right things. Yeah, so balance is still very much in progress, but so balance is still very much in progress. So yeah, right. The reason I put the build up was so that people could try out the game systems, because the game systems have never been like closer than they are now, and that like as complete as they are now. Yeah, that's a good, like the score bonus at the end is still fairly arbitrary, which I really have to smooth that out. I'm hoping that once like the game itself is more balanced, it'll be clearer how to smooth that out. But basically like the game can run for like a really long time. Like it can take you a really long time to get to the end of the game. And if you wait a long time to get to the end of the game, you can be racking up score that whole time. So the tricky thing about I might have to put in like I don't know, I don't want to put in a score penalty for taking too long to finish the game. Like if people take a day to finish the game, like that's their prerogative, and I might put in a rating. Like I might put it instead of like I'll probably keep the score bonus or whatever, but I might also put in like a You know what might be easier than any of that stuff is just to show the score at the show the time at the end. Because actually, yeah, so like really I want the I want the goal of the game to be like essentially about how quickly you can clear through it. And yeah, thank you for asking that, because like I really have to put a lot of thought into what score will mean for this game. And like my current, like my quote unquote current, like before you'd ask that question, before I started thinking about it, like my like the idea was to just make score bonus so important that it became like the major factor in like your overall score. And I might still go that way with it. But like the other things I'm thinking about are maybe like so what if in addition to your score you got like an rating, like an A, B, C, D, F hypothetically, for you know, because I want to let players take as long as they want, as long as it takes them to complete the game. But I also what I want to make sure that the people who are clearing the game fastest are the ones that are actually like the winners, as it were. So, like, in order to like, I could really effectively do that if I changed how many points you got like during the game. But like you only get one point per coin or cookie that you collect from the mobs. So, like I can't reduce that without getting like fractional, and so that kind of like sets like how much points things are worth, and so then like the other things from which you get points like kind of have to like scale accordingly. I don't know. I don't want to add new HUD elements, so like there are other ways that I could convey like the value of like cookies and like and stuff like that, but yeah, I still don't know what's the cleanest. And so yeah, so I apologize because I'm kind of leaving scoring in tatters for now, and that's because I don't. Depending on like exactly how long this game takes to play from start to finish, and other factors like that, that might affect how I go about addressing some of those things. So yeah, I haven't been using anything on my top bar of this game, so I'm going to start over and like actually try and play. So it was good that I mean it's important and I have to think about those things, but if I'm gonna get anything valuable out of this test, I also have to pay attention and play and use my power ups, because it might be that I went too far in the other direction and you get these modifiers like too fast, or it could just be that I wasn't paying enough attention. Speed on bombs, I guess. Speed on bombs. I like having fast bombs. Bombs cool down pretty fast as it is, but the great thing about having really fast, having bombs that recharge really fast is that it's your best way to snipe out explosives. So having them recharge really fast it's a really great way to defend against unwanted explosive devices. Like you can just like knock them down even when they're spawning really fast in the later game. I still need to work on the visibility of explosive devices. And actually, it just occurred to me now that the coins and the explosive devices are not actual 3D objects. They're here. I'm just gonna pause it for a second. They're just like they're basically sprites at this point, because like I used to render them as little cylinders, but then I needed to cut down on my poly count for mobile, so I could just now that I don't have to worry about lighting conditions on them, I could just edit that image, like literally just brighten up that image so that it pops more. I haven't done that yet though. Range on auto attack. Range can get really powerful on auto attack because it's not just how far your hero reaches, or your hero and his allies. It's not just how far they reach; it's also how far, like how many mobs they hit at, like wherever they reach. Like auto attack is actually like AOE. Oh, thank you, thank you, Mintarkit. Yeah, I feel like. Well, so I'm mostly happy with how the game features are. I don't plan on adding any more powers. I don't plan on adding any more like complications to how the game plays. What I I mean, I've been saying it all day. The one thing that this project really needs at this point is just to get everything in line, to get everything in order, so that the game can play out in a so that basically, so all of these systems that have been implemented, like all of the powers and all of the flow of the gameplay and the pacing of the game, so that all of those factors can oops, I should be using these can yeah, I'll put this on here as well. Yeah, we got one. We're on to phase 2. So that, yeah, so all those things can really gel together in a fun game experience. Fingers crossed. I've seen it done before. I think I think I can pull it off. It's probably just gonna take a while. And actually, like, this is probably gonna be like the stream for a little while. At least probably for the rest of the week. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Depending on how other things go, I might actually start another project before the end of the week. Like if I'm able to get this to a good place, and if I'm able to get some of the groundwork in. I was actually even planning on starting on another project this week. I was gonna, for better or worse, like leave Hero at whatever state it was at, and just kind of like, cause like I don't know, I've had my head wrapped up in this project for like literally over a month now, and so it was kind of getting to that point where like, I don't know, I thought maybe even like a break or like a change of pace would be good. Oh, I still haven't made phases mean anything. Hold on, I'm just gonna make a quick note of that because phases mean something, because that is important. Technically, it's another thing to balance around, but it'll also be a manner by which I balance the game. So yeah. Oh, and I need to put in a cheat. Oh wait, yeah. So like, cheat power, or cheat strength at the end of the game. Because as it is currently, like if you put most of your strength modifiers into bombs, for example, you have a lot of power, but it's like it's dispersed power. Like it's not power against any one specific target. It's like just generalized power, like in an area. And so if you do that when there are only 2 mobs left, because you've freed like nearly every other mob, or you've saved nearly every other mob, boom! That's some power 3 right there. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, wow. I did not put that recharge back up. I left that recharge really low. That's supposed to be way higher. Well, that's fun. I should probably change that. Oops, sorry. Power 3 is actually supposed to take way longer to recharge. I apologize. That's kind of a big oversight. But, whatever. It shows up really late, so whatever. Wow, yeah, that's exploitative. I should probably stop doing that because I'm actually trying to see how this game plays. That was ridiculous. Alright, so, what was I saying before I got on that? Oh, yeah, so right, it takes like, so like, if you use bombs, if you use like strength bomb strategy, and get to the end of the game really fast, you might spend like a ridiculous amount of time with only like several mobs left on screen just because it takes so long to clear off those last few. So I think I'm gonna cheat it so that like once you've hit like, if there are fewer mobs, then like once you're in that home, the gist of it will be that once you're in that home stretch, you'll basically get super powered, and like the final walk-in will basically be like the closing cinematics wherein you have won, you're a conqueror, and you have achieved your victory. And to do that, I'm basically just going to make it so that your hero's strength it just makes everything, like basically everything becomes like a single hit, like auto knockout. Alright, so I haven't been using my power-ups, but I did go crazy with POW 3 and cheating how short its cooldown is. I shortened its cooldown so that I could test it, and then I just completely forgot to put it back up. Like I mentioned, I implemented that feature just the other day. Sorry. Uh, yeah. Uh, Oof. Um, all right, so, huh. I mean, I guess like the only thing I really noticed is that I think the overall pace of the game is slower than I want it to be. Like the overall game is taking longer than I want it to be. But I think like most of the aspects of the game are actually fairly well in step. Oh yeah, so right, so yeah, I can do the phases thing yet. Next, I'll make the phases actually mean something next. And oh, yeah, so that'll be well, yeah, no, that'll be interesting. That shouldn't be too hard to accomplish, I think. Uh, but I think I will work on that soon. Uh, yeah, we're only in phase 3, so yeah, I should bring down. All right, I'm gonna call it there because for one thing, I really need to change that the speed of it's at 4 right now. It's supposed to be at like 30. Yeah, shoot. All right, sorry. So I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna update the build again real quick, just because I don't want. That's like kind of a major oversight. So I sorry. It'll take a lot less time to redo this time. All right, so whoops. So yeah, this should take in fact significantly less time than before. My apologies. Alright, so that was built. Yeah, alright, so delete this one. Delete, I said. Delete, I say to the. Copy this one. Build. Alright, yeah, so. What? Yeah. Hiro. Refresh this. Alright, place that. Yeah. Place this one as well. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully. I don't know. I just feel silly. Because I remembered to reset most things, but I just, it was taking so long for power-ups to spawn that, like, I like, almost completely... Yeah, no, I think I, like, possibly never even got it to spawn again, so I never actually got to try it again. And, overall, I would say that was probably one of my bigger oversights. So... Huh. Alright. Alright, so I'll stop being boring now. In just a moment. In almost no time at all. Yep, so that still works. I am on my other computer right now, you might have noticed. If I'm staring off in this direction, that's what that means. Alright, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't ruin everything. Alright, so if you already loaded the other build, I don't know, sometimes like it'll stay cached in your browser, I've noticed, so I don't know how exactly to get that to refresh. Actually, like I've tried a few things and not as many of them have had as much effect as I would hope, but so one thing you can do if you want is to make sure you're on the newest of the builds. You can add to the extension slash. Oh, that's not very readable at all. Hold on, I'm gonna change the text on screen. Yeah, that's. I don't know what's gonna be better. That maybe. Oh no, but that's probably not gonna be very readable once I switch over to the other backdrop. Maybe that's fine. Is it visible in play mode? Oh, that's kind of hard to read. Man. Oh wait, no, I know. I'll just use a color other than orange. Derp. Uh, pardon. Orange. The opposite of orange is blue. So I'll just use blue. And that should be... Oh, but that's probably less noticeable against this backdrop. Hold on. Because blue is chromatically darker than most colors. So let's bring it back up a bit. Hopefully that works on all backdrops. Alright. Whatever. That's good. It's good enough, I guess. Oh yeah, I was just saying, if you go to srsly.bz/hero/p3, I'm calling this. This is the third build that I've put online, so you can, if your browser didn't refresh before it, then it'll probably do it now. It'll probably work with that. Anyways, so yeah, let's right, phases. Right, so here we go. I'm just like saying random words until I get to where I'm trying to go. Don't mind me. I'm gonna have a slight snack. I don't know. After I've been streaming for like several hours, it gets to the point where I'm like, I kind of need something in my face. So I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna have like some tomato juice. Apologies. So yeah. Right now the game phases are entirely. I was gonna decrease the mobs to run. No, I wasn't. I was just gonna make it easier to run. Right. Okay. So yeah. Currently the phases only just give you a visual indicator of like maybe how far you've progressed through the game. Like they don't actually change anything. I think I'm gonna make it so that when you jump up a phase, when you jump up each phase, a few things happen. The mob's movement speed increases slightly. Maybe just two things. The detonation timers for explosive devices. Actually, maybe it's just movement speed. Maybe it's just mob movement speed. Let's start with that, and then see how. I was thinking we could. The other things we can reduce, we could expand the detonation radius, because the explosive devices only detonate if they're in within range of the hero. So we could expand that radius so that they detonate sooner. We could decrease their detonation timer so that they detonate sooner. And then the other thing about speed, mob speed also kind of makes them detonate sooner, because mobs will run to the perimeter and then run back to the hero faster, and so it'll basically like increase the. Actually, no, that doesn't actually increase the rate that explosive devices spawn. So I might need to crank up the rate at which explosive devices spawn after we make this change, because I guess like the one thing that I want to be really clear is that the pace is quickening as the game goes on, because like you're probably gonna hit the maximum number of mobs like on the field around the time you get past phase 1, maybe even significantly before. I don't know exactly how that plays out, but like you hit the max mob count sooner than I'd have hoped. The game originally was going to have thousands of mobs, like maybe literally 1,000 mobs, and it was going to get like super hectic and chaotic. But then I realized on mobile devices, they can only handle, like last time I checked, they could handle like about 200 pretty well. So yeah, so I'm balancing around 200. I mean, if I wanted to, I could make like Crazy Edition, where everything's like rebalanced over around like thousands of mobs. But for now, I'm just working with that amount, and so we get to that amount fairly fast, because like several hundred mobs don't take up too much screen space. Like you can fit several hundred mobs on screen all at the same time. So So yeah, so because we hit that fairly fast, in order to make the game to give the game a sense of like heightened tension and like make it feel like the challenge is increasing. I think mob speed is going to be a good first one. So I guess we could just increase like movement speed across the board. Now I'll just do mob movement speed, or the movement speed of the green mob. So let's say so mob speed well, yeah, so index 2, because 2 is for green mobs. I forget how I use this value. Hold on. Actually, no, I can check in Unity. Because, yeah, so mob speed and it. I think when the hero gets a speed boost, it just flatly adds 0.2. Yeah, it flatly adds 0.2 to the speed. So mob speed starts at 2, so I could try just adding like 1. That'd be a significant boost, because that would mean no, I probably shouldn't add that much. Maybe like 0.5. I mean, I'm gonna make it a public variable so that I can control it, but I was just trying to think of like what would be a good starting point. So okay, so mob speed plus equals 0, or yeah, so phase speed increase or increment, and yeah, I'll just do this for each phase. Why are you indented? That seems weird. Why are you indented? Anyways. Alright, and yeah, now I have to make this a thing. So, let's go to declaration. I guess I'll put it with the phase stuff, actually. Yeah. So public float phase speed increase equals 0.5f for starters. So yeah, so now in phase 1 the mobs move at a rate of 2. I don't know what the units for that, or units of measurement for that are, but so yeah, they move at a rate of 2. Then when so now in phase 2 they'll move at a rate of 2.5, and then 3, and then 3.5. So we could probably go higher than 0.5, but I guess that's a good starting point. That will naturally, so as mobs move faster, they'll naturally collect cookies faster, and basically the pace of the moment to moment gameplay will increase. So the result of that should be that your score increases faster when that happens, which means more modifiers, which means just a faster natural pace of the game. So yeah, the other thing I noticed is that just the game in general was not as fast as I would have wanted it to be. So I guess oh, strength on dash might actually be good. I never really did that before, because I always had better things to stack on dash, but I'm gonna stack strength and multiplicity on dash, only for a little bit. Cause look at that, look how much height you get even from like just a relatively small amount of that. I probably have to refactor how knock-up works in this game. Because as it is, like, you can, like, hypothetically, the mobs get, the purpler the mobs get, like, the mobs are getting purple, at, the mobs get purple as they get knocked into the air, and the more purple they get, the higher they get knocked into the air. So, the thing that I noticed, though, sometimes is that, like, with a relatively weak, like, auto attack, or with a relatively weak, like, ability, even a supremely purple mob won't get knocked in the... Oh, I've been using my modifiers. Won't get knocked very far into the air. Speed on dash, I guess. Range on dash. Sure, let's stack everything on dash. Like, really purple mobs won't get knocked into the air, and, or won't get knocked very far into the air, and, even, I probably don't need anything more on dash. That was probably overkill. Anyways, oh, and yeah, and then, like, with what I'm doing to dash and some other things like that, it becomes, like, ridiculously easy to launch even, like, very green mobs into the air, and off the screen. So I probably have to refactor how that works. Right now, I think it's just, like, multiplicative or something, but I might need I might just need to wrangle in some of the variability there, or increase the effect of health on I probably need to increase the effect of health on knock-up, and then I can just tone down strength a little bit across the board, probably, because, like, this is cheating. I'm pretty sure this is, like, a very good strategy right now, just for the lack of, like, better balance. So, sorry, I'm going to get rid of that text on screen. I don't think it's actually helping at this point. Right, so, oh wow, look at all those modifiers I haven't used yet. So speed on dash, I guess. Oh, look, path 3. Hey, look, you take a reasonable amount of time now, path 3. I'm so glad to see that. Range, I guess, on dash. Power, I don't need power on dash. I can put power on bombs, I guess. So yeah, you know you've made it when you oh, power 3 counts down even when you're dashing, which is a little anticlimactic, because if you stack multi on dash, then multi-dash lasts way longer than path 3, so I'll probably want to change that too. So yeah, actually, yeah, before I forget, phases mean something. Cheat. Oh, I have strength at the end of the game. I forgot. I did have things on my list. All right, so cheat strength at the end of the game, and then what else? Like what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, knockback. Knockback. More about health. Multiplicity on hero, I guess. No, I probably should put that on bombs or something. Range on dash, I guess. That was positively volcanic. Oh yeah, and that actually is one of the other things that I was saying I should fix. Is what? Oh yeah, POW 3 or super during dash. No drain. So yeah. Alright, so stacking multiplicity and strength on dash wasn't quite as overpowered as I thought it would be. I think part of why I expect dash to be so like it is powerful in that way, but I think the reason I was expecting it to be so powerful, like more powerful than it actually is, uh, dash, the amount of knock up, like the amount of vertical knockback on dash varies for everything affected in the dash. So like some things get knocked a lot higher into the air than others, and so I always see those ones that fly really high, and I expect like that to be the amount of power oh yeah, here we are in the end game, the game that the end game that never quite ends, or the end game that takes like at least forever to end. Uh, there we go. Oh no, not quite. Yeah, see, it's just not at this point. It's just like okay, be finished, please be finished, please be finished, and then it just doesn't. Yeah, so this is the part where I'm just gonna cheat in, like insta wins, bombs, 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 bombs. In order to get these mobs cleared effectively. Oh, it looks like we're not moving because we're moving at them and they're moving. Oh, that's awkward. We probably had the exact same movement speed. Yeah, so that's weird. Yeah, if we have the exact same movement speed, that just gets really awkward. So they either need to always be slower. They need always to be either slower or faster. Oh wait, they are faster in this case. They're just not much faster. Yeah. Well, once I fix the end game, this will be less of an issue. But yeah, it's really awkward right now. Oof. So painful. All right. Well, yeah. I should just end this because we're not getting anywhere right now. But that's cool. That I think so we did finish the games. That's new. And yeah, so the dash strategy was way more effective than the other things that we've tried. So it does need to come down. So, I mean, part of that will get helped by the knockback being more about health, but also I need to just revisit how multiplicity tone down how MLT acts as strength on dash. Alright, so there's a few things to do. So yeah, let's do this one first because this one's really clear in my mind. Super during dash, no drain, and it's clear in my mind because I have to change how that timing system works. So yeah, so what is it? Super time? Yeah, so float super time, find all references. So super time minus super dir buffer. So no, we have to change this to say this is when oh yeah. So here we want to instead say if super time is greater than super dir buffer. So we're changing what super time means. So we have to change like all the statements that use it. So less than time fixed time. Now we want to say less than 0. Less than time dot fixed time. Now again we want to say less than 0. Because where super time used to be like a time in the future, now it's just going to be like a time that ticks downwards itself. So yeah, right. So instead of setting it equal to time dot fixed time plus super duration, etc., we're just setting it to be equal to that. And then again, well, no, this one's already correct. This one's correct as written. But okay, so now the other thing that we have to add in is to tick down super time. So let's go to where we have our other power processing. Not power processing, but like in fixed update we have like power updates uh, for things that happen continuously. So yeah, where are the other ones? No? I thought I had block for powers up here, but maybe not. Alright, so I'll just put it here. Oh yeah, well, explosive, whatever, yeah. Okay, so if super time is greater than 0, and not dashing 0. So super time minus equals time dot fixed delta time. So this is going to tick down super time continuously until it hits 0. Oh. Yeah. No, I guess this should work. But I guess I could deactivate super time here instead of the other place, but whatever. That's fine. Wait, yeah, where's the other place? Hold on. So yeah. Less than 0. Wait, what is this? Oh yeah, that's for that. Supermod. Wait. Yeah. So supermod's less than 0. Huh. I feel like there would have to be more references to super time than just these, but apparently not. Apparently this is sufficient. How is that sufficient? I forget how I implemented this. Supermod. Not equals 0. Yeah, here it is. Alright, so yeah, I guess I could put it here instead. Yeah, actually no, because I'm already doing this anyways, so supermod not equals 0 and super time less than 0. Oh, wait, supermod time less than 0. Alright, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. Alright, yeah, that's fine. It's just slightly spread out, but kind of makes sense how I've organized other things. Alright. Yeah, alright, so that should be good now. We don't have to test that immediately, we can test that next time around. Tone down how much multiplier acts as strength on dash. Knockback more about health. Alright, so yeah, let's go to knockback calc. Time is now 5:35, so I'm probably going to stream for another, like, half hour. A little more than half hour, probably. Just a heads up. And then, when we're done here, you can check out some of the other cool streamers who are online, as I've gotten in the habit of doing. Huh. Yeah. There are apparently various cool streamers online right now. So don't worry, there's plenty to see here. So yeah, just as a viewer, like when I'm not streaming, I watch a lot of streams, and I think it's great that like streaming's on the rise, because it's just getting easier and easier to like find good streams, but it's I think we're still on our way. Like we have not yet quite gotten to the point where everything is super easy to find all the time. So I try and do what I can to help that along, help us get there. All right, so oh yeah, we're gonna go to knockback calc. Knockback calc. Yeah. So the current way that we're calculating knockback is based on